ARCHITECHTURES 360 allows us to compare, in a transversal, dynamic, and agile way, all the projects or their variants that we have developed on the platform. In this example, we are dealing with a residential building project, with planning and constraints defined in a detailed plan. After analyzing the plans, including the general layout of volumes, we proceed to parameterize the urban planning regulations and the initial target product mix provided by the client. These parameters are entered as targets into the platform, allowing us to generate 30 or 40 different design variants, all in compliance with the regulations. Now, we present one of the project variants that has been developed. Once inside the editor, we can upload the base plans using a CAD file, including the plot boundary, alignments, urban development, and topography. In this case, since the plot has a certain slope, we create a platform at the elevation allowed by the master plan, taking into account the construction of the parking area with minimal earthworks, in order to optimize its cost. Once the initial targets and design criteria are completed, we proceed to generate the building. For better visualization, we can customize the shading of the different unit types. In this case, the 2-bedroom apartments are shown in blue, and the 3-bedroom units in red. After reviewing the initial results, we observe that the layout of the units can be further optimized by allowing interior kitchens, which significantly reduces the amount of facade required. As a result, we are able to fit 1 additional unit per floor. Additionally, according to the regulations, we can still build 5 more units. Therefore, we proceed to slightly adjust the product mix through the input panel. By increasing the percentage of 2-bedroom units relative to the 3-bedroom ones, we managed to fit 1 additional unit per standard floor, reaching the target of 45 units we had set as our objective. With the first building variant completed, we finished the above-ground portion by designing the communal outdoor space, modeling the green areas and landscaping of the development. Through the navigation bar located in the central area, we proceed to define the underground parking layout by outlining the perimeter of the basement walls to be constructed. The underground model will always remain fully coordinated with the above-ground building model, and any modifications made to the building structure or cores will be automatically reflected in real time in the basement model. Once compliance with the minimum required number of parking spaces has been verified, we proceed to design the storage unit areas, ensuring at least 1 per dwelling unit, in accordance with regulations and client requirements. After validating the metrics in the data panel, this project variant is approved and stored alongside the rest of the design alternatives, of which the user can generate as many as needed. As you can see, in this 3D section of the model, the entire building has already been developed to a BIM LOD 200 level, equivalent to a schematic design project. After completing the development of the different design variants, they can be managed through the project dashboard. In this project, thanks to the flexibility allowed within the movement area defined by the master plan, we were able to explore 3 different building typologies: deep block typology, compact block with central corridor, and a building with a central courtyard. We can select the variants we wish to compare, and by clicking the Compare Projects button, we are directed to the comparison interface. The selected variants will be displayed in an organized manner in the central top bar. One of these variants corresponds to the project developed by the architects, which was provided by the client and included in the platform to allow for a data-driven comparison, the results of which we will present later. In the left panel, we can click through the different results, which will be displayed in the central charts. These include buildability and occupancy, product mix obtained, average dwelling sizes, underground floor areas, budget, price by housing type, sales, and even sales margins for each variant. The variants can be sorted based on any desired criteria, such as target floor areas, total residential floor area, above-ground construction costs, or EBITDA. In this case, we observe that all versions have similar gross areas. However, there are significant differences in profit margins. Moreover, sales results are obtained through a scientific method. They are not based on a simple price per square meter, but rather on a comprehensive evaluation of all parameters that influence housing prices. These include building height, natural light and orientation, ventilation, and even penalties for deviations from the target product mix. As shown in this summary chart, variant H9 outperforms the architect's proposal by over €1 million in EBITDA, making it the least profitable of the 10 variants analyzed. This represents a 179% increase in operating profit, achieved by thoroughly exploring all design options and leveraging ARCHITECHTURES to fully optimize the project. The user can select preferred variants or progressively discard design options. By clicking the play button on any design variant, users can access the project's BIM model, enabling seamless navigation through 3D views and the different building floor plans. Additionally, all project data is available in the right-hand panel. Users will also be able to navigate through the financial module to review the different quantity takeoffs, the bill of quantities, and their corresponding prices, along with other financial aspects of the project. The Excel file, CAD drawings, and BIM model for each variant can also be downloaded by clicking the buttons located in the upper right toolbar. As can be seen, 360 Design Discovery is highly intuitive and user-friendly, allowing users to make a series of project decisions based on real-time data and results.